我希望说在下一步了，是把伊甸疗养院能够多开一些，让我们人也好好的能够活在这个里面因为我刚刚讲的生要生得好嘛，老要老得慢嘛，病要病得轻嘛，那这就是我们大家的修行了。所以我在这边，我想问一个问题，就是那些动物朋友，基本上面他也不需要看什么医生，他就能够把他的治愈力发挥得那么好，是不是跟他的 NQ 有关呢？就是 Noble Quality 有关系呢？因为师父在这个前面的这个序言的地方写到了，我们人NQ 高的不多呢，3%、10%的这一种人是大部分呢，反而是90%的少之又少呢。那是不是说 NQ 跟这个治愈力是有密切的关系的？我们台北现在有一个企业家，他盖了一个很大的养生村，他们就来问我了。他说这个养生村房子盖那么多可是生意不好那我就跟他讲了，我说如果你只是把人家安排进去量量血压，吃3顿饭做运动在那边等死，那这个养生村根本没有什么特色嘛。但是如果能够让人家住进去半年到1年，能够变得健康，更重要的是能够变成一个好人，那你这个养生村我看大家都会排队想要去报道的。所以我希望说是我们这个伊甸后面养生村在人间能够由我们的这一些有医学背景的好好的去思量。谢谢大家，谢谢。
好，非常谢谢梅医师。其实梅医师自己对于自然疗法还有这个免疫力的这个提升各方面，他非常有研究
I can read the question in English.
Okay.
The question is from the founder of the Long Chain Against Cancer by Dr. Xiang Yang Mei. The question is, human beings should love animals and learn how to heal ourselves from our animal friends. The animals do not need hospitals or doctors, medicines.
Yeah.
They can use their natural ability to heal themselves. Would Master please tell us more about this magical natural healing ability?
Thank you, Dr. Sang Yang Mei. Yes. And congratulations for your own healing power. Animal could mostly in a friendly environment they can heal themselves. Yeah. And if they live in a friendly environment and conducive to their natural ability and power, because they live a more natural, free way of life. But nowadays, it's also difficult for them to heal themselves, as you can see, because we have made a lot of pollution, and due to loss of natural habitats, shortage of nutrition, and climate change, many species have decreased and some even disappear. On the other hand, modern medical system for animals in some cases also overdosed. For example, dogs have too many vaccines and too much. Some for 1 or 3, 4 times more a year, which makes them even ill and sometimes short-lived. So recently, a few years ago, in some states of United States, after certain research and experiment, they concluded that dogs do not need so many vaccines, and some certain vaccines, including rabies, they probably need it only once in every 5 years, with scientists saying that even 1 in 7, 10 years are sufficient for them. And too many of them could make the dogs sick and die. I know that myself too. It's true like that, because Sometimes I have to travel around, and I brought my dogs with me. And for regulation, you have to have rabies every time, and many others vaccines before you can bring the dogs abroad. And some of my dogs were really sick because of those vaccines. And Benny, my little dog, was swollen. His eyes were so red and swollen everywhere. His face was swollen. He almost died. You know, we had to rush him to the emergency hospital. And Happy, the girl, she was so sick, she could hardly walk. And this is terrible because they already had vaccines almost like a year ago, and then because of traveling and almost the time has passed for 1 year, so they have to be vaccinated again. And I had to follow the regulation, but I knew in my heart that it's not necessary. And even then I knew also that scientists and vets has already proven that they don't need so often the vaccines, but what can I do? So now I'm trying to travel as little as possible. And if I travel short distance, I left the dogs at home. I don't want them to go through the suffering again. And I might lose my dogs to regulation. I mean, good intention, but it's not good for the dogs. And also some domestic animals, like dogs, cats, or birds, they become ill because of household chemical cleaning substance. Or farm animals get sick due to pesticides. Fish, they die because of farming insecticides, pesticides, etc., etc. So, by the way, I just remind you that if you have dogs and cats or birds, domestic animals, please don't clean your house, your floor, or their cages, or their sleeping quarter, anywhere at all with chemicals, cleaning substance. You can clean them, your whole house, with the vinegar solution, 50-50, yeah? 50% of water, 50% of vinegar. That will be clean enough, and your dog, your cat won't get sick ever. Otherwise, they will suffer so much, and because you cannot understand them, even if they tell you, you cannot understand. But if you can ask any of the animal communicator, they will tell you that they suffer because of chemical substance in the house. Wild species suffer similar fates because we also drain our chemical substance, insecticides, pesticides, into the rivers, into the lakes, into the ocean. So we lost many of these precious species. We lost many of us because they are us. And we also lose ourselves, many of us human, because of these